Hello wonderful people. Right, I started a project over the weekend. Today's Monday, by the way. I started a project yesterday, so that was Father's Day. I decided, I looked out in the garden, I thought, right, you know what? Something needs to be done. I need to start moving forward and stop twaddling about with little jobs and thinking, oh, that needs to get done and this needs to get done, and well, I'll get it done. Absolutely not. Yesterday I woke up and I thought, right, let's go out in the garden and go do something constructive. And yeah, I definitely did. Well, I made a mess. I don't know about constructive, but I definitely made a mess. So today I'm going to continue with making more mess. But as they say, things have to look worse before they get better. Yeah. Let's give you a small insight into what I'm talking about. I went a little bit crazy, and yes, I understand. Well, I show you what I've been doing. This is not the job yet again for it, but I don't have power tools. I don't have these wonderful cutting machines that can cut things up into small manageable pieces. I have me, which, as you know, I'm not the biggest person in the whole entire world. So yeah, so let me just spin this round and show you the devastation that I've started and the big mess that I've now got to continue with, because, you know, I've started it, so now I need to continue, don't I? That is what I started yesterday. Yeah, I looked out and I thought, you know what? That effing caravan is getting on my wick. No one wants it, like, to take it away as it is. The scrap man gave me some bad advice. He turned around and said, basically, burn it out and then I'll come and get what's left of it. Well, I don't want to be setting fire to a full caravan, and I can't move it from its spot because it's sort of wedged in the corner. It's like whole. I can't move that. I can't move that on my own. So I decided, right, okay, well, you said that you'll come and get the pieces if I burned it out. So I thought, okay, I'll just start taking it down then. So yeah, me and said axe went to work yesterday. That big bonfire that I had in the orchard, or what was the orchard, is gone, because yesterday I was smashing out all the cupboards and things from it. There it is, look. So the bonfire's gone. So there's the front part of the caravan that I put on the fire, like on the last sort of remaining drags of it. It has burned off all the polystyrene and rubbish off of it. So then, yeah, it's clear. That part anyway is clear now for the scrap metal man. So I'm going to continue to do this, to break it down into pieces and get rid of it that way. So yeah, me on a mission. As you can see, I've started on this wall. So this is what I'm doing. I'm sort of like cutting through it with the axe, going along, and I'll keep going along the edge and down. Yeah, when I walked in here yesterday, the door was still there and it was still, you know, fully kitted out, just old and, you know, breaking up. And as you can tell from over there, it's pretty rotten. So yeah, I did all this destruction yesterday. So I've got blisters on my hands. I've bled quite a few times, but yeah, we're going to keep doing this. So yeah, I'm going to keep going. Okay, let's just keep smashing. I'm absolutely knackered after yesterday already. Okay, summer has arrived. Look, sun, it's out. My lord. Okay, right. The caravan took 3 days. 3 days of me going at it with an axe. Many cuts and slices. But we got there. We got there. It's down. The chassis is there, waiting to exit the garden, which will be through that bit there. But I have to take down my log store, and the old rabbit hutch needs to go because it's yeah, that's the next thing on the burning pile. So that's waiting to go. There is scrap metal out said front as well for the scrap man. I'm gonna make the pile a little bit bigger, and then I will give him a tinkle. He's already been twice to me because yeah, I'm doing a thing. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? All the space for activities. All the space for activities from my filter shed all the way. Activities. So that's done. Needs a little bit more of a tidy up, but that's done. That was the big major crisis. I am now on water changes. I did one water change yesterday in the pool at the back with the bigger fish in. So today I'm going to do the fry pool and one of the others. So let me do the turny turn thing and show you what's occurring in there. Okay, so today's task is, I've already pulled out the pump, look. So this one is having a water change today. Fish are all sitting at the bottom. Not sitting at the bottom, but you know, you just can't see them. The water's green. And then we have this one, which is where all the fry are. I don't know whether you can see. Oh, look, there they are. There's some of them along there. They're doing all right. I'm quite happy with their progress so far. So yeah, I just need to get, today is crud out day that's at the bottom. I've popped on some sponge filters, some cycled sponge filters that I had onto here, because obviously the big pump isn't running because it's too big and too fierce for the fry. So that's obviously been shut off. So I'm trying to get, well, I'm not trying, I'm going to get some filtration through from these 3 large sponge filters that are down there. You know, anything's better than nothing. I might actually turn the air down on that one a tad. That's a bit wild. But yeah, we're all doing all right. We're all eating well. All doing well. So these are obviously fry from Daz's koi farm. That was spawned when we went up there and done the second stint of hand spawning. And Daz, bless him, gave me some eggs to bring back. And yeah, I thought at first that I might have lost them all. Yeah, I thought at first I might have lost them all, or lost a lot of them. I seem to have got attacked by quite a bit of fungus. I wasn't really prepped for eggs. Yeah, so, but luckily they weren't. I did manage to keep it at bay as much as possible. And yeah, I got a few from every single batch that he gave me. They are all in one pool because obviously I don't have the space. There is obviously space there around the toot to put another pool in. So I will be doing that at some point. I also need to grade through at some point what's in this pool and what's in this pool to work out what's staying and what's going. So hopefully then I will have, when I've done that, I will have a spare pool so then I can halve that lot and then spread them out a little bit more, take the load off and give them some more room and all of the things to grow nice, big, strong, healthy koi. So, he says, yeah, if I'm being honest, I really did think that, you know, I'm just going to muller all these eggs. I mean, what? I'm being trusted here with eggs, and it's scary. It's scary because, you know, I've never hatched koi before. Koi are a new thing to me. I've been doing, you know, fancy goldfish for yonks with Grandad. You know, it's all just, you know, tropical fish I've been doing since I was a kid. So yeah, that I'm all well and good at. But you know, koi, these are big fish. What the axolotl pond, by the way, is doing very well. That's turned green. I've got a nice little comfortable blanket of algae that's formed around the edge of the step, which looks quite cool. So me and Bethany are quite happy with that. So yeah, everyone's doing well in there. She put some of her shabunkins in there because, you know, that's where she wanted them, because Bethany likes shabunkins. That's her favourite kind of goldfish, is shabunkins. So she's turned around and said to me, can we get some more shabunkins, Mum? It's like, yes, we can get some more shabunkins at some point. But at the moment, it's, yeah, I'm sort of spread between lots of different tasks all at the same time, trying to sort lots of different things out. I'm going to show you what I woke up to. Well, I didn't wake up to it. I took Bethany to school. Woke up as normal. Took Bethany to school. Did, you know, doing all the things, and came out like I normally do. Went round to go and feed the pigs, and found that. I'll show you. Yeah, look at that. Look what I found this morning. You'll have to excuse the noise because obviously, you know, Mama's like, what you doing? But yeah, I walked round to, you know, do my morning feeding, and this is what I found. So we have 9 babies. We had some males. We had some boars. And at one point, we ended up with the boars in with the sows. Thought we got away with it. Clearly not. So we have a surprise litter of Kunikun piglets. So we have 9. Aren't they adorable? They are actually quite cute. They are actually quite cute. So there we go. They were born early hours of this morning by the looks of it. Some of them still have their umbilical cords, like that little dude over there. So yeah, we have new arrivals, guys. Yay! My daughter doesn't even know. My daughter's gonna go mental. Do you mind, young lady? Yeah. So, there we go. Oh, there we go. So let's show you. Let's show you the others. There you go. There's one, and there's Mama. There is Mama Pig. You're responsible for this, aren't you? Yes, I know you're a good girl. Oh. You're a good girl, really. Yeah. What do you want, little dude? What do you want? Just coming over to check what's going on. So yeah, there's Mama. Sort of looking like, you know, everyone's healthy. Everyone's doing what they should be doing. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're on the wander, look. On the wander, and I've got one under my leg. Hi, dude. Hi, dude. How are you? Hi, baby. Hi. How are you? Didn't know you was coming today. And I'm pretty sure you probably didn't know you was coming today. But hi, welcome to the world. Yes. Oh, yep, you found my hand. No, I'm not Mama. Suckle on me. No, I'm not Mama. Oh. You're hungry? You better go get your mother then. Because I ain't got no milk. Nope, you won't find them there. No, you won't find any there. All down there. Right. So yeah, so we have. God, I'm scared to step in case I tread on it. So yeah, there we go. Piglets. So yeah, so there was a interesting surprise this morning. And I've still got one on my foot. What are you doing down there? I'm going to stand on you and I'm quite worried about this. I'm going to stand on you, dude. Can we see? They are quite cute, bless them. They're looking for food. And I am not food. But you know, they are quite cute. Yeah. Yeah, I had that look when I found you this morning, if I'm being honest. So yeah, there we go. What to do? So that was their wake up surprise this morning. Like, good morning, Vicky. You thought your day was going to go like this, but you know what? Nope. Not going to go like that at all. It's we're going to go a bit P-tongue, you know, and we're gonna surprise you with babies. I mean, in all fairness, you know, it could be a worse surprise. That's not a bad surprise, really, in the grand scheme of things. It did make me go, oh, bless, this morning. I will admit, you know, soft cow, aren't I? But yeah, it was like, oh, bless, they're so cute. Yeah, so there we go. So there's the next 6 to 8 weeks before they can go off to their new homes. So yeah, all good fun. But yeah, that's what I woke up to this morning. So now I'm going to go and get on with my water changes and get rid of all that muck on the bottom of the fry pond. So I mean, I'll show you how I do it. I do it the same way as I do with like tanks. With obviously I use bigger hose. I don't go around sucking it all up with an airline. That slightly bigger hose pipe. And yeah, same principle, because that way then I'm getting the muck off like I want, and all the detritus and everything else at the bottom. And it goes, you know, up the pipe into a barrel. That way then I can check the barrel for any fry that I may or may not have sucked up. I've done it twice so far and haven't sucked any up, so you know, I'm doing all right so far. But the barrel's just there as a just in case method. So yeah, so I'm gonna get on with that and see what else today brings. Hopefully no more surprises. Let's do things to plan for once, shall we? Let's give that a go for a change. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. So I've taken the sponge filters off and just popped them into a bucket down there for me to clean in a bit. And so what we're going to do is we're going to suck out all that gunk, because obviously I need the water to be still while I'm doing this so I can actually see what I'm sucking up. That's the idea. So let's get going with that. Okay, so I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see what I'm doing at least a little bit. So we have pipe. I have a blue tub or a blue tote down here. So what we're literally, I'm just going to do a little bit on camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. So all the way down, start the siphon off. Sometimes the siphon breaks, that's just what happens. There we go. Right, okay, so siphon started. And literally we are just going to get rid of all this mold and crud on the bottom of the pool. So this is not the fastest way to be doing this by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it takes that long, personally, considering, you know, the size of the area that I'm doing. And I don't know, just my preferred method. So I'm sure there's someone out there that is looking at me thinking, you're treating it like an aquarium. There's an easier way to do it, but if I'm being honest, all I know is aquariums. So that's how I'm going to do it, because, you know, that's what I know. So until I learn something better or an easier way, I'm just going to do it the way I know and the way that suits me. So as you can see, I mean, yeah, I've cleared that patch and that's not taken too long. I've yet to suck any fry up, because it might be hard for you to see on camera, but I can see. So, but yeah, so basically I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing until all this is gone. So I'm going to stick some music on and get on with this. And I will get back to you in a little bit. Okay, water change and filter clean on this pool. So all done. We can now see fish again. Still green, but you know, we don't mind a bit of green. Just go with some mealworms. And the fry is now done. I've just gave them a little bit of flake food for now. They've been on crumb, but my crumb out here has run out, so I need to go and get some more. I will do that tomorrow. But yeah, so that's that done in here. All nice and salted. You can actually see fry properly now. So yeah, okay, that's today's job done. Let's see what else I can get finished. Okay, we're back. It doesn't look like summer stayed very long, did it? Anyway, beside the point. Right, next job I've decided to do. I got a new toy. Let me show you the new toy. It's very exciting. Ta-da! New toy. Look. It's a chainsaw on an arm, and I have a hedge trimmer attachment as well. Look. Never been used. Look, the plug thing still on it. So the idea is, obviously, Gaz and Daz cut my hedge down here with all the big trees, and obviously this bit got left because the caravan was there. So now that the caravan is no longer there, I'm going to attempt to finish doing that bit and see how far I get. I might have to sort of trim this bit until like there, because that's a fairly big tree sitting there. You can really see it because of all the ivy. That's a fairly large trunk. Even though, actually, no, it's not even there. So yeah, well, no, it will need trimming, but that's going to have to wait until a meatier, manly type chainsaw comes for that job. But yeah, so the idea is to trim all this lot. You might be able to do that ash tree. We'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. So that's my job for today, is to trim up the rest of my hedge. So let's see how this goes. This could be interesting. Okay, I'm wrecked. My arms feel like lead, but I got it done. I did a little bit more than I was planning to. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Let's have a look. Okay, so there's that part of the hedge cut. So that's neater anyway, neater. It's sprung back up now. I've put everything away, but you know, hey ho, we'll neaten it up another day. But the job got a little bit bigger because after a conversation, the back hedge ended up being removed and not just taken out. So that's now been removed. There's something going in this spot anyway, so you won't see this. And after much thought and deliberation, it was really pointless keeping a hedge there because I wouldn't have been able to maintain the hedge correctly because obviously there's going to be a building there. So we've taken said hedge out. So yeah, so there's going to be a building put from here, basically up to what will be the filter house, but it's going to go all the way back to the fence line. So what I'm going to do is in this spot, I'm going to put some fence posts from here to the gate, which I need a new gate. But yeah, put a fence panel in there, sorry, to the gate. And I'm going to keep the arch that's there. And I'm thinking about getting some, because I've got really nice big wisteria at the front. And I do like wisteria. So I'm thinking about getting the wisteria to grow up and over that. So yeah, and now the decision's also been made. Not going to do it today, but that hedge is also going to come out. If I take that hedge out, it will save me having to maintain it. And it will also let more lights into the polytunnel. And then I'll just put a small fence up along here as well, just to separate it off. So yeah, so the bonfire that was gone has now returned. Lots of bonfires. So that's going to take, I'd say, at least a week or so to dry out enough to burn. But I have still got the odd few bits, like there's bits over there that need to be cut up. There's obviously, I have a log fire or multi-purpose burner in the house that runs our heating in the winter. So any wood that we do cut down obviously will get used, like decent logs and things like that will get cut up into big enough pieces so they can fit into my burner for the winter. The bases of those are quite large, so I'm going to trim them up at a later date, log them, and they'll go on. So I've got the rest of like the smallish branches there to take out. There is a tree left here. Yep, just one. That's going to come out, but for my little mini chainsaw on an arm, I don't. It might well be meaty enough. In all fairness, it might be strong enough and good enough to do it. But I've never taken down a tree on my own. So I don't feel confident in doing that, because if it was to go wrong, that could quite easily come down. For instance, it is leaning towards my filter shed. So I'm not confident enough to be doing that on my Todd. So that one's going to wait until I have adult assistance or adult supervision for that one. So yeah, so that little task turned into a much bigger task than I originally thought it was going to. But it's done. It looks better, it looks cleaner, and that's all I want. I just want progress. I want things to be getting done. I want to see things getting done, and I just want my garden. I know it's not going to be completely right this year. I know that, you know, the chances of getting this building up, I'm talking about this year, like this summer, is going to be slim to none, probably. But I can do little bits through the winter when it's not so wet and miserable. So I can make progress on that. It'll get there. It'll get there. It's getting there slowly. So yeah, it's a task and a half to get this done, but it's getting there. It's getting there, bit by bit. So yeah, I'm absolutely whacked now. I'm going to go in, have a coffee, and sit my butt down for the evening and go on a strike. I'm going to refuse to move for the rest of the evening until tomorrow morning. So there you go. So for now, people, I'm going to love you and leave you. I might well be seeing some of you. Next week I'm going to be quite busy because it will be prep for me to leave this whole place for a weekend, because we are going up to Coventry for the show, which I'm quite excited about, actually. So yeah, so I might see some of you there. So I will be leaving first thing Saturday morning, staying over Saturday night, and coming back home Sunday evening. So there's going to be lots of prep next week, lots of water changes, lots of making sure that all the other animals are catered for. Like I said, the horses are out this time of year, they're in the field, so I've just got to make sure that they've got a big round bale of hay sitting in the paddocks for them. Make sure their water troughs are filled right up Friday night, so brimming, and then they'll be absolutely fine over the weekend. Obviously, I do have people that are checking on them for me, and I do have other people here that are going to do that as well. So it's not like everything's being left with no adult supervision. They are here to do it, but I like to try and make sure that everything's done, so then nothing has to be worried about. So there's going to be lots and lots of water changes in the fish room next week. Water changes all in the poly again, so I can make sure that everything's absolutely hunky-dory, everything's fine. Yeah, so busy week next week, making sure that everything is, making sure that nothing could possibly go wrong while I'm not here. So for now, people, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to end this one. I'm going to collapse somewhere quietly in a corner. So I will see you next time, and if I see you at the show, I'll see you at the show. So bye everybody, take care.